What's going on, everybody? What's going on? Elemental alignment. So, this really isn't a message, but I just feel like chatting today, man. I just feel like chatting today. So, I'm going to share with you guys how ElementalSwagg came about. What does it mean? What does ElementalPsyience mean? What does ElementalSwagg mean? What does EleMayu mean? What does EleMayu mean? Like, I'm gonna break all that down for the collective, man. So y'all can step into my world a little bit. So I'm gonna start from the beginning. When I was younger, I would always draw on my clothing. For those of you who went to high school with me, junior high and high school, where we had those, it was like paint, but it got hard and you can make the squiggly lines over your shirts and designs. For those of you that went to Longwood junior high and Longwood high school, you know exactly what I'm talking about with that, the little paint that came in like a little squeeze jar, right? But you can put it on sneakers, hats, and when you wanted to take it off, like it peeled off. Like it wasn't permanent. Some of them were permanent, but most of it just peeled right off. But it was like a paint that came in a little squeeze jar, and you can squeeze like squiggly lines all over your white tees, your black tees, your fitteds to match everything. Like you can do all types of designs. But me being the different one out of the crew, yes, I did do it, but I was drawing actual pictures all over my clothes and just, I want to be different, stand out from the crowd. But for those that know me, I'm real big on fashion, man. I used to be a sneakerhead. Listen, it was out of control. Sneakers, hats, you name it. But when you grow, expand and elevate, you detach from material things, you know what I mean? So I let that life go. But I always wanted to have my own clothing line, right? Always wanted to have that. So I tried it, you know what I mean? I tried it and it wasn't very successful because again, I was young, I was in junior high, high school, so not many people were, focusing on that. But I stopped and I let it go. And then I seen my sister. She picked up where I left off energetically and started creating her own clothing line and designs where she was actually sketching stuff out. Dresses, blouses, you name it. And I mentioned this in one of my other videos, like her clothing line was actually dope. It was called Surreal. For those of you that know my sister, you know exactly what I'm talking about. Her clothing line was called Surreal. But it didn't get the recognition. She didn't get the recognition for what she was doing. And the family that we was in didn't really, like stuff like that. So a lot of the stuff that my brothers and sisters created, the family that we was in, they didn't really like it like that. So that got swept under the rug and, it was out of there. The same thing with me. Like this teaching and the science classes and my elemental fragrance, a family member destroyed all of my stuff. All of it. Due to jealousy because they couldn't do what I was doing. They weren't being creative to step outside the box. They wanted to continue to be a slave while I wanted to free myself and do my own thing to circulate and generate income. So they took all of my stuff, all of my hard work, and threw it out. Did it hurt? Yes. But when you are no longer attached to material things, it's easy to let go of because you know that you can restart and do it all over again. You know what I mean? So, and then once my sister had passed away, Like, she came to me and we had a long conversation. That's a whole nother story. But we had a long conversation, and now I'm bringing all of that. Oh, see the gold? Hello. And now I'm bringing everything back to life, man. Like, I'm allowing my sister to work with me and through me, and we created ElementalSwagg. So, ElementalSwagg, ElementalPsyience, EleMayu, and EleMayu. What does all of that mean? So, being that I'm West Indian, right, I finally found out what I am, which was really, really dope, man. Like, my background is really, really dope. So, I was really happy to catch that wave when it did on my journey discovering, you know, my DNA and learning more about self. I had no idea I was Haitian. I had no idea I was Haitian, man. Like, I knew I was West Indian, but I didn't know I was Haitian. And I had Powhatan, Blackfoot, Cherokee, man, listen, the list goes on. Like, I was like, yo. But it's dope. But a lot of these sounds that I'm using and putting together, it came from within. So again, elemental, it's a play on words. Ella means elevation. Mental is the mind. Science, why do I spell science with a P-S-Y instead of a S-C-I? Because the P-S-Y is for the psyche, elevation of the psyche. And that's what my science classes is all about. Elevation of the mental, elevation of the psyche, elevation of the body. So, in other words, elevation of the mind, body, and soul. Yo, this gold is dope. Do y'all see this? That's fire. But it's elevation of the mind, body, and soul. And EleMayu. Anytime you see crows, this is my spirit guide. My number one ancestor, EleMayu. And EleMayu means spirit. So when you see EleMayu, elevation of the spirit, we rise. So ElementalSwagg is a conscious awareness clothing line that I came up with. You know what I mean? I took the word elemental and then I added the word swag to it. You know what I mean? And I'm going to be doing something really, really dope for the collective, man. What y'all see now in the shop is just the beginning. Like I said, I have elemental fragrances coming. I have the fall and winter line coming. I have so much more coming to my clothing line. But right now, I'm just giving y'all just a taste. Those 54 items you see, it's just a taste of what is coming. Believe me, I still have more stuff to create, more stuff to put out. Like, it's all here. It's all here. All I have to do is create it and place it in the store. But like I told you guys in the beginning, I'm taking a break right now from creating, and I'm focusing more on my science classes and my school. So yeah, man, that's just a little snippet of what ElementalSwagg, ElementalPsyience is all about. And it's something that me and my sister are putting together. My sister is helping me from the other side, and we are doing it, man. We are doing it. It's one of the coolest and dopest things that I'm experiencing in this lifetime, man. Literally. This is really, really dope, man. And I'm very, very excited to bring this to the collective because It's dope. And much gratitude for those who have been purchasing from our website. I got you. I got you. And again, I'm still getting used to this TikTok shop. They just be throwing random sales. They'll do sales on 5 items. Then I go back, the whole place is on sale. So look, I'm gonna do my best to keep up with this. I'm gonna do my best to keep up with these TikTok sales and this TikTok shop. But I mean, everybody shop up, show love and support. I appreciate love, all of you. I appreciate love all of you. And again, thank you, and thank you. Because the more love and support you guys show me, the more I'm bringing to the table. This is just the beginning. ElementalSwagg signing out.